time has passed. I'm making this part of the video after I filmed the rest of the video. So obviously the goal here for this project was to make the Porsche 992 Turbo S even faster. It was already running 9.8. I think it even hit 9.7 at one point. We wanted to see the trap speed increase and the ET be a little bit lower. And so here is what we did to try and accomplish those goals. So I hope you guys enjoy. These are new inlet hoses from DO88. We're gonna put these in today. Obviously our lift is occupied, so we just went ahead and jacked the car up right here where it's parked. Process for the install should be pretty easy. We're going to pull the wheels off, take the wheel liner out, and then we can access the inlet piping, pull the old ones off, we'll do a comparison, put the new ones on, and she will be faster than ever. In addition to putting in the new inlet pipes, we also have to remove the PDK module. We think it's in the back seat. That comes out, goes to M Engineering over in Arizona. They're gonna flash the module, and we're gonna boost the pressure, change the shift points, bump the rev limiter a little bit, and we will be faster than ever. Here's the innards, and this is the pipe that we're gonna replace here. You can see this is just a plastic pipe, but got a, I would say, quite a nice upgrade that we're gonna put onto here. This is the new inlet pipe.
It's updated.
This is the old inlet pipe. You see, this is sort of cheap plastic. And
corrugated.
this is
You're gonna want to look at this end though. Look at this end. This is where the magic happens.
Magic happens over here. What are these speed fins?
That's to change the airflow into the stock turbo, which we no longer have. It's like a big gulp straw.
Cool. Here's the new inlet pipes, just for reference again. This is the sad old inlet pipe. It's just
Corrugated,
sort of
just
pathetic plastic. And these are the new
DO88s.
DO88s, yeah. Super nice. I honestly think the construction's really good. See if that gives us any more power. I feel like it won't, but it could. Mr. D is now entering the bowels of Gracie. For what purpose?
We are gonna do a transmission tune.
Mr. D just found my Maui Jims. I've missed these greatly.
Here you go.
More? We're in the wrong place? Oh, that's funny. We made a mistake about the location of the PDK module. It's actually under the driver's seat. That's what word on the street is. So we take the seat out and dig around under there. Here's the seat in all its glory. For people watching at home, our advice for the PDK flash upgrade is don't. It's not there? So it turns out the PDK module is in the back seat. So the back seat has now been disassembled and the PDK module has been removed. We're going to send this off to M Engineering to get flashed with their updated PDK tune. And in theory, that'll give us, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. For the people at home, oh shit. I got hurt, but the car's fine. And that's what matters. There's my blood. So this goes in the driver rear seat, or underneath the driver rear seat.
I just gotta remember how. Just let me fumble through this for a minute.
There's no pressure from me. The pressure's from the people.
Well,
people are watching, they're waiting, they're worried. PDK module has now been reinstalled. We can commence 8-second quarter miles. I believe that's what we were promised, or
100%.
7.5, I don't know. It's the rear seat being returned to its previous location. Such finesse, such skill. Mr. D, 17 years
dude,
of Porsche.
Stop shortchanging me.
16 years of Porsche service experience.
Stop!
Seats in, all good, everybody happy. We are headed out to a private section of road where I've got the ability to go do quarter-mile testing. I've got version 3 of the new 992 Turbo S tune. I'm gonna put that, I've put that on the car, and now we're gonna go run it through its paces and do some data logging. And then I'm gonna do a quarter-mile run and data log that as well. Really, we've got 3 upgrades that we've done to the car at this point. We've got the equal length headers from Klein. We've got the DO88 upgraded inlet hoses, and then we've got the tuned PDK module. One other upgrade I forgot about is we have new ladder wheels from HRE, and we put Michelin, I think they're PS2s, on there. So those should be a lot stickier and give us a better 0 to 60 time. Maybe cut our 60 foot a bit. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect at this point. Sometimes you do a lot of upgrades and you don't see a big benefit, but hopefully with all the upgrades we've done, we see some improvements in the 60 to 130 range, and maybe even in the 0 to 60, but I'm really hoping we see some gains in the quarter mile, both in terms of trap speed and also elapsed time. It's time to install our M-Tuner module. This just plugs into the OBD2 port and then the other side into the USB port on my laptop. I was going to film with the drag yap, but preliminary results aren't so great. I haven't used launch control yet, so I'm gonna do that now, but I'm not gonna record it, and we'll just see where we end up. And then what I'll do is I'll get a new version of the tune, and I'll come back and I'll do another run and I'll record that. We are headed back from the testing. I think I have some good logs to send over to M Engineering. The test didn't go quite like I hoped. I think everybody who does mods to their car has this fantasy that all of a sudden it knocks a second off, and I know that's not realistic, and I didn't really think that, but I was hoping that I would see a bigger performance gain than I did. In fact, for the time being, I didn't see much of a gain at all. Although this isn't a hero run, I've got a full tank of gas. On some level, there's some disappointment, of course, but on the other hand, we're not done tuning. There are more iterations to come, and I'm hoping that we'll pick up speed somewhere. If you do a bunch of runs and you map a bunch of data, you might have some garbage that you collected, and it's helpful, I think, to go in and just take a quick look at your tune data to make sure that you're sending logs that'll help your tuner. And the easiest way to do that is to look at the engine speed. What we're looking for is a third gear run. So we're gonna look at the engine speed. We're gonna see that accelerate up to, and in my car, we wanna see it hit right around 7 and then drop back down. And that's gonna give the tuners the information that they need to make adjustments to your vehicle. That's just a quick, easy way to make sure that you're not sending garbage. The M Engineering tuning program collects data and makes 2 documents. One of them is Excel. One of them, I think, is a proprietary format document that they use. This is the last round of carbon for this car for probably a long time. DB Carbon custom did this Frunk carbon for me, and they embedded the name of the car, Gracie, under the lacquer. Super happy with how that turned out. This is definitely overkill. There's a couple other carbon additions that we did to the car to finish it up. A few of the mods are interior. We replaced the vent surrounds with carbon and the vent and speaker surrounds in the corners with carbon. Originally, I had forgotten to order this center vent piece, so that came, and we put that in, and then we did the sides. It's one of those things where it doesn't really make a difference, but it is done. I added this rear spoiler here. This is a Tech Art spoiler, and then DB Carbon finished it in carbon fiber. Also, it was time for a new plate frame, so I put this McLaren one on because it seems to upset people. We're gonna end this video on a happy note. I've got a really cool tune update that I'll show you here in a second from M Engineering. It removes the rev limiter, so you can impress your friends by revving up to 7K in neutral. Porsche has instituted a rev limiter. So if you're in neutral and you wanna, give it a little bit of gas, yeah, I'm wearing socks and sandals. I apologize. So let's say you're in neutral, you're cruising along, you want to impress your friends, so you gun it. But you've got that natural rev limiter there, so you're not really impressing anybody. I finally got word from M Engineering that they have a new tune update that allows you to rev past that rev limiter while you're in neutral. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that in and then compare the results. Okay, flashing success. Only took 40 seconds to become next level cool. Oh yeah. It has taken an incredible amount of effort and time from a lot of different companies and people to get this car where it is. I'm not really sure what else to say at this point or even do at this point. I think this is a good stopping place. I might keep tweaking with the tune a little bit, but I think that we've got out of it about what we're gonna get. So I'm just gonna be happy with what it is for the time being. I'm not sure when the next car video with this will be. It could be a while, but got one coming out for the Evo over there. Done a lot of stuff on the Evo, so that should be at least interesting. That's gonna do it for this time. Appreciate you watching. Take care, be safe, and we'll catch you next time. None of this video is to bash anybody, you know, it's just the reality of tuning your car. And sometimes your expectations get met and sometimes they don't. And I live in Utah, and living in Utah has its own set of problems. For example, this McLaren runs, you know, a 9.9 second quarter mile at 147. Well, not in Utah. In Utah, it runs a 10.5 second quarter mile at 137. Although this car delivers.